the Kid, thank you for the 5. Hopefully, I don't think I missed anything, did I? I don't want to make sure I miss any. You said, are 2K23, 24 tall guards back this year? I don't know, but today we will probably have a much better answer for that. So a lot of questions that you guys have about kind of like that, we'll be able to get a much better answer after today because we're going to see build versus build, which is huge. Now, we also have to keep a grain of salt that this is this version of the game. It could change before the game comes out. Probably not much. But then, will that be the same game a month from now? 2 months from now? No, it's not going to change. Or it's going to change, but how is it going to change? We'll have to see as it plays out. Savage, thank you for the $5. I would say don't get your hopes up because 2K is always good until patch 1. 2K needs to find a median for patch 1. Yes. Savage, thank you for the 5, bro. We'll just have to see, bro. Because, again, the game could be great when it comes out, but then there's a certain side that's not happy, like they're really upset. And so 2K tries to find us a middle ground, but then usually they go too far. Mike talked about that as well. I think in the interview with Joe, where he was saying, you push it a little too far and it goes that way. So I'm not a developer, bro. I don't make video games. I don't know exactly how hard it is, but it does seem like for 2K on a good amount of patches, it's really hard for them to find a middle ground. But again, like we talked about before, there's so many people that play the game. Bro, people are shooting 45% from 3 on average in 2K26. Arguably the easiest shooting 2K of all time. So people are saying, make shooting harder. You have to think about, my experience is the shooting is really easy, right? But for a lot of people, it's obviously not. You got to think about that percent being 45, and that's also counting all the people that are shooting 70, 80% from 3. Like those people, so that means probably the average is even lower, like the below average players, especially under the 50%, probably shooting 40, 35, It's rough out there. So it's hard to find that median. Like, how are you going to make this guy that shoots 80% happy and the guy that shoots 40% happy? Say what again? Thank you for the 5, bro. Badge, I love the content you put out, even though I haven't purchased a 2K since 2K16. As a 41-year-old man, is 2K27 worth purchasing this year, in your opinion? I would tell you, bro, if you haven't bought the game in 11 years, that from the information we have right now, I do not think that it is honest to give you, should you buy the game or not. I do not think that we have enough information to make that decision on if you should buy the game at the moment. Especially if I was someone that hasn't bought it in 10 years. Like, you're probably going to want to wait, 2 weeks to a month until after the game comes out to see that. How can we get verified, man? 2K, how can we get you verified, man? 2K playing with you, bro? I don't think that's going to happen, bro, but I appreciate the $2. Guys, okay. I think we're caught up now. I think we're good. I'm an old head too, not familiar with Discord. Yeah, Discord is a bit tricky. What's the Discord link? Yo, Red, can you throw that Discord link in there for me, brother? Just spam it a few times for everybody. Savage, thank you for the $5. I would say shooting should be a skill gap, even though this year it was easy. It should be a skill gap at all levels, of course. Savage, thank you for the 5, bro. J-Dog, Discord link, can mods make a command? Yes. Big Red, can you spam that if you're still in here? There we go. Yeah, just spam it real quick. Don't even put it one time. Just put it like 20 times for everybody. Bro, some of the things that I read in here are crazy. Let's see. Bro, 2K is the only basketball game in the world, so what do you have to lose? I mean, yeah, if you haven't played in 10 years and you want to play a basketball game, well, it seems like you don't got a lot of choices. Well, but in February, you will have...
The DraftKings Sports app is now available nationwide. So if you're anywhere from Florida to Texas to California...
We might have to make some videos on that game, boys. We might have. It's gonna be crazy to see the link is invalid. What's up with Discord's invites and stuff, bro? It's gonna be crazy to see that we're actually gonna have 2 basketball games out at once. It's actually been 6 years. 6 years. People that play 2K or the 2K community will never be satisfied as long as civilization exists. That is true. Like, people got reason to be critical about the game. Some people, though, I feel like just no matter what, it's just every single thing is negative. And that's why I just chose to be exactly me, non-biased. I'm not going to be the biggest 2K hater. I'm not going to be the biggest 2K lover, even though we do have a love-hate relationship. I'm just going to tell you my opinion. If you don't like it, if me having an opinion upsets you and you'd rather go watch a guy that sits on the fence, because there's plenty of guys that sit on the fence, trust me. We could get into that. But, that don't really say anything throughout the whole year, maybe say a few things. There's plenty of guys out there for you as well. I had to join the Discord from the previous video. Jordan, thank you for the $2. I'm not sure what's up with Discord's links and stuff. I mean, that's a reason why people that are like mega famous and stuff, most of them, they never give opinions. Because it just doesn't make, it's not a smart business decision to upset someone because people can't disagree. They can't do that. There's a good amount of people that are just like, oh, this is how he feels about shooting. I have to unsubscribe. Like me, it's just like, bro, if you can't, I don't even want people to watch me that can't disagree with an opinion and move on with their day. We're not gonna have the same opinion on everything, bro. But I've said that for years, Like, it's probably not the best business. I could probably just all year never say anything, come out like once a year and say something extremely, or twice a year extremely, 99% of people are going to agree with me. Here, give me my respect. Like, I'm just not going to do that, though. I'm going to give you guys my opinions the whole year. If you don't like it, it is what it is. Everybody can't love you anyway. So, I mean, there's definitely people that try their best to get as few people to not like them, but not me. The link I posted is working. Okay, Red, thank you for the $5, guys. I'm going to heart that as well. Join the new Discord link. Apparently, it is working now, so go join that Discord link. We should be getting to 2,000 today. Close, thank you for the $5. Seeing how they split the badges between 3-ball and midi, do you think the attributes will have any effect on each other because the badges won't? Do you think the attributes will have any effect on each other because the badges won't? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be like Mike split it up for a reason with the badges, which is good, I think, for balance especially. So I don't think it's going to do that. I think it's going to be, hopefully, I mean, that's how it should work correctly. It'll be that way. Frank, thank you for the $2. I don't mind 2K. It's just hard to walk away. Yeah, I get that. Savage, thank you for the 5, bro. Thoughts on the rep system and crews now that you can play multi 5v5 and 3v3 at the same time? I love how this year will be multi-diversity builds. So today we're going to really know how much diversity is in the game. Again, that's another thing that we're going to be seeing today. So I think that it's good. The whole taking out Pro-Am and mixing it with crew, I know Pro-Am players are upset with that. I'm not really a Pro-Am player, so I can't really, give you frustration for that or whatever. But I like the idea of the crew HQ. We're just going to have to see how it plays out, What if there's an issue with multiple teams playing at once in terms of, let's say you can have 50 people in your crew this year and like my whole crew is online playing. Are you going to hit a certain threshold of like, hey, there's 20 people in your crew playing right now, so it's counting this record, and on this record, does that give you more delay? Does it make you lag? There could be things like that in the game. So I'm trying to be overly cautious about liking it so far. But I don't think it was a bad idea to mix them both together. Bad, you the GOAT. Thank you, Belly. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the 5, man. Let's see. Tokyo, you said, really appreciate you and Glock in the 2K column. Yo, Tokyo, thank you, man. Let's see, Badge, you on Xbox or PlayStation? I'm always on Xbox. I mean, I have a PlayStation. I play on it sometimes throughout the year, like when I'm on a Legend account or something, but luckily we do have crossplay, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Thank God for that. Yeah, guys, the app drops at 11 a.m. Let's see here. What do we got? So less than an hour, by the way. No matter what time zone you're in, we have 47 minutes. Okay, guys, 47 minutes. Where's the giveaway announcement? We already did a giveaway the other day. I posted the proof in Discord. You can go into the Discord, look at my logs, look where I posted it. I did post proof. All the people in the Discord seen it when I tagged everyone that opened the notifications. So, but we're gonna be doing more 2K27 giveaways as well. So this is not the only one. We're going to be doing probably like 2 more. And then when the game comes out, we'll probably do like a VC giveaway or something. I'm not exactly sure yet. I don't want to get your hopes up and make a promise, but we're definitely going to be doing more giveaways. What kind of build are you going to make first? When I load up the game versus what I make on the app will probably be different. But the first builds I'm going to lab is probably going to definitely be some, like a 6'3", a 6'6", probably, maybe like a 6'11". I want to see if I can make some sort of bully guard. That'll be something. You guys know bully guard's one of my favorite play styles. I love making a Curry build. Bro, you guys know that have watched me, okay? You might be new. I play every position. Every position. I make all kinds of builds. I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm known for this build. Like, I play literally everything throughout the year. Point guard, down to center, and not even just that. Multiple different play styles within those builds. I'll play lockdown, PG, but it doesn't have... Bro, I made an inside PG. If you guys seen that video on a Legend account, we made an inside PG. Rarest build in the game. Gotta be. Is 2K26 top 5? Thank you for the donation. I would say it could have been close to top 5 if there was no cheaters. Like, if cheaters were cooked the whole year, it really wasn't that bad of a game. But with cheaters, bro, you just can't... I don't know. You just can't... The game was fried because of that. Can my career players get added to one of your crews? Yes, so we're going to have a crew, and maybe today we'll be able to see how many people can be in the crew. Thank you for the donation, by the way. So we really, first of all, we have to see how many people can be in the crew. I just started last night. I don't know if you guys seen my tweet. I just started last night hitting up some of my friends, and we have a little chat right now with like, I think 20 people. So we do have room. That's why I made the tweet, but I'm looking for people that are obviously grinding the game. Brandon, thank you for the $5 donation. I am not going to be in charge of who is, keeping track of who's playing the game and maybe doing like weekly kicks or something like that. So when I make a tweet and I'm like, hey, if you're grinding the game, hit me up and you might be able to be in the crew. That's real because we have spots open, but I wouldn't lie and be like, yeah, man, I'm going to be grinding the game just for you to get kicked because you're not grinding it. And then you're mad at me and I'm not even the one kicking people, Twin, thank you for the $2. 2K27 is the year of the bigs. It might be. It might be. We'll see. Dribble tutorial. Frank, thank you for the $10.
Watch football live with Fubo. Plus over 200 top channels. Stream live TV and sports with...
If I didn't post one this year, this was the first year I haven't posted one in a few years. But yeah, I should be posting one with hand cam as always. Let's see here. Nah, 26 is not top 5. I think it would have been close if there wasn't cheaters. It's really not that bad of a game. If contests were a little bit better as well. It was like, that's the crazy thing is it was sometimes we get to this point of the year and it's like, wow, the game was really just a few changes away from being pretty good. No cheaters, a little bit better contests, dynamic window on the dunks, things like that. And it would have been okay. The rewards were not bad. Cap breakers being changed was cool. Cap breakers being more important, I guess would be the word. Like now you can get more than +1 per cap breaker in some areas. Let's see. Did they say the maximum crew members allowed? No, but we might be able to see that today on the app. We'll have to figure that out. Making a Kyrie builds? Yeah, so I'm definitely making a Kyrie build. Y'all know that. 100% making a Kyrie build. He's like my second favorite NBA player. Definitely making a LeBron at some point in the year. Maybe 2 or 3 different LeBrons. We're going to have to see what people get for Legend. I would like to probably wait until I start making a lot of builds until there's a Legend account so I don't have to spend money on there. And also what I like about that, as I've told you guys, is when I'm making a 26 cap breaker build video, it's not a build video. It's not like what a normal build video is. Here, make my build. It's good. This is some gameplay. It's like, hey, this is an entertainment build. This is what a build looks like with 26 cap breakers on a Legend account. So like I think we all win with that, you know? Savage, thank you for the $10. I feel 2K will try their best this year with knowing GTS coming out. It'll be interesting to see how the game progresses. I think we 100%, and I've already talked about it 2 or 3 times, we have figured out for sure. I didn't know if 2K was going to lay down and just say, it's an off year, GTA is coming out, people are going to play that game anyway, or they're actually going to try and probably try harder. So it was either, what I thought was they're either going all out or nothing, and I think we've already seen that they're not definitely just sitting down. So yeah, I am interested to see how it goes throughout the year, especially the first two months. You know, the first 2 months will be big. Let's see what we got. Trap, thank you for the $2, brother. How would you feel if 2K was ever to bring back pie charts? Swift, thank you for the 5. If they did it correctly, I'm not a hater of pie charts. I'm not a hater of like more specific play style strategy builds. But again, usually what comes with that is you have to make more builds. So you do have to spend more money. When you got demigods in the game, I think the best thing about having demigods is the fact that you don't have to really spend more money. You can make 1 or 2 builds and you're good. That's what I think is best about demigods. I don't like demigods in terms of now it's just, oh, you can just make 1 build. Everyone's on this type of build pretty much. But there's good and bad for both. There's nuance to it. There's not really a definite answer for me on which one is better. How would you feel? Okay, I already did read that. My bad. Brandon, thank you for the $5. Was it ever confirmed for build refunds in 27? No. Nah, that's just there was like a few people that were making like TikToks and shorts and stuff and just completely lying every video. Like they were just completely lying and people were just going with everything because it was getting views and likes and stuff. I seen something about no rhythm shooting being in the game. What was another one? I don't know. There was just some crazy stuff bro was saying. I watched like 2 of the videos. It's pretty wild. Is it possible for people to have jobs to get Legend? If you come home like and play like all day or most of the time, like if you come home and you have like, I don't know, how much time would you have left in your day? Probably 5-6 hours, and you played most of that 5 to 6 hours, like 3 to 4 each day, maybe. That also comes down to like how much are you winning, what game mode are you playing, are you getting double XP because you're in a crew? You know, there's so many things inside of that. What do I got to do to get in your crew? Nick Trills, thank you for the $2. We are going to have a few people in the crew. I know that for sure. I really hope they crack down on cheaters. Yo, Jordan, thank you for the 5. I almost missed that, bro. We are going to have a few people in the crew that are a subscriber in the Discord. So there's 3 tiers of subscription in the Discord. The higher you are, the higher likely you do have a chance. There's also a whole bunch of other benefits that you're going to get for that. I'm not even going to go over it. You can go into the Discord and read it. If you want to spend money in the Discord, you can, because there's things that you get for it. If you want to be in there for free, that is completely fine, bro. I have no problem with that. I'm not trying to get you in there to spend money. The benefits is to actually benefit you. So you're getting the money that you spend. You know, that's what the whole point of why there's 3 different tiers. You know, you got your entry level to get some things, your second level to get some things, so on and so forth, you know. Guys, also the Discord link is right there from Big Red. Paying for Discord, you're not really paying for Discord, you're paying for benefits inside of that from Discord. You're not paying, you just have to look at the benefits and stuff. Do you think that splitting rebounding and shooting badges was a good idea? Yes, I do think it was a good idea. Hopefully it pays out, you know. No, the whole point is not you're not paying to be in the crew. That's just one of the benefits that you could get. Again, that's why I wanted to say don't buy that just for that. Okay? It's just if you're a higher up, you have a higher chance to get in there because we're going to be putting a few people in there. That's it. What does the app launch? Or when does the app launch? The app launches in 37 minutes. Let's see. Lil Pluto, thank you for the $5. I feel like paint defense is going to be way better with the new hands up defense, and centers will be getting more rewarded and praying those ends. We'll see. The new hands up defense, from what we've seen so far, if you put your hands up, you're getting destroyed every time. So it's I think that right now, of course, just from I haven't even played the game, we're going to see a lot more today. It's probably going to be a lot better to jump than put your hands up. But again, we'll see. Garlic Not, thank you for the $2. 6'4", 99.3 day one. Speed, agility, 71 or 85 pass. I mean, I would be surprised if 2K changes the thresholds with passing this year, as it looks like passing is pretty similar to how it was. So the way I look at it is minimum pass hack you want for 2v2 or 3v3 this year and like 3 years now in a row is 71. 85 is that level where it's like, okay, I'm going into rec. I'm a PG. 71, you can get by with that. I've posted a bunch of videos with 71 pass sack. You can tell me that's not true. I've experienced it. I've won many games, but you have to throw passes at the right time. 85, though, is much better. That's that point around 85. Where it's like, okay, now I'm throwing good passes. And if you're playing Pro-Am, you're going to definitely. Like, I literally just added that in there to give another benefit. Bad guy. You're charging people $100 to join your crew? That's not what it is either. When is the 2K Builder app dropping? It is dropping in 34 minutes. 34 minutes. But that's not what we're going to be watching, guys. If you have just came in, if you haven't heard, the first things we're doing is we are going to be watching people that actually got to play 9 hours in the builder. Okay, we're going to be watching like Joe Knows, Double H. And then we're going to be watching, because they're going to be dropping build versus build, right? Human versus human on a build versus a build. And we're going to be breaking down what we see from that. Like, okay, this guy has a 83 three-pointer. How good is he able to shoot? How consistent is he able to shoot? You know, this guy has a certain amount of defense. Is it looking bumpy? Like they said yesterday. They said there was guys with 60 perimeter defense that were looking bumpy, you know? Savage, thank you for the $5. Do you think locks will be like 19? I want to see when we play the game. I'm going to make a 6'4" guard. If they're as bumpy as yesterday, they could be really good this year. And if they're saying how it was with a 60, yeah. Charging to join a crew is crazy. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing, bro. You have to pay $100, and that's the only thing you get. You're so right, bro. That's exactly what it is. With 8 tiers of rep, I better see an event every day. Yeah, well, they said that it's the same speed, though. They said it's the same speed. How do you feel about skill-based matchmaking coming back and then not addressing it? I mean, bro, it's such a tireless. It's a conversation that you're just not gonna win either way, bro. You're not gonna win either way. It's here to stay. If you don't like it, what can you do about it? You know. My bad, BP. The GOAT as always. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, bro. You're getting rage baited. I don't think I've been upset at all. I'm just explaining it. You need a hair transplant, dude. When's the game coming out again? Hashtag plugged up. Dignify. What? The game is coming out August 26th at noon Eastern. Why you your body type as petite? What do you mean? It's a girl build, bro. Petite is a real body type. What's the best version to buy? I mean, that just depends on what you play, though. I think that if you play Park and you're going to buy VC, it makes no sense to not buy the $100 version. 150, it's cooked though. Now, if you play like my team and stuff and you want whatever you get from that, that's up to you. I don't play my team. I can't tell you. A my team YouTuber will definitely be able to answer that more honestly and better. Do you think the app will crash because so many people are going to get on at the same time? Probably, Trap. Thank you for the 5, bro. Probably. It's gonna get nasty. Guys, by the way, if you haven't dropped a like on the stream, drop a like on the stream for me. I know I haven't asked in about 20, 30 minutes. Please drop a like for me. Let's see how many it says we're at. We're at 1542. Guys, let's get to 2,000 likes. Boom. Insta. By 10:30. It's 10:29 a.m. Slap that like button for me. Let's go. Come on, we got 30 minutes until the build comes out. We're about to see the entire builder, the builder breakdown, all that type of stuff. Dominican, thank you for the $2, bro. 7-4 Big Mama build with 99 block. Dude, 7-4 Big Mama is crazy. $100 to join a crew and you will most likely get kicked. Yes, that's what it is. Yes, it's crazy. None of the things that you can pay for in Discord are even $100. Are you starting with button or tempo? I'm probably going to start with button. Especially with the quick stop being in the game. How do you access the builder when it comes out? It's going to be off the phone. The 2K HQ app is coming out in 30 minutes, guys. But I'm not watching that first. For those of you that haven't been here, I know, guys, for those of you that have been here, it might sound like a broken record, but we've probably gained 2,000 or 3,000 people since the last time I talked about it. We're going to be watching people that actually have 9 hours of experience in the builder and that have had time to digest that information and then had time to make a precise, concise video. And then we're going to be watching players build versus build playing each other before we even lab a build. There's no reason to lab a build when we're going to get a lot more information. And then like probably about an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours. It's going to be a lot to break down. Then we'll probably make a few builds before we get off stream. But why would you make a build before you know anything about the gameplay when we have information right here to say, okay, maybe I don't want that perimeter defense. Maybe I don't want that three-pointer. It's looking like this guy's struggling with the 83 three-pointer. I want to see the actual information visually in eye test and say, okay, maybe we shouldn't go that high with the three-pointer. Maybe we should go.
Fresh lemonade!
Sorry, kid, I don't get paid till Friday.
Just use Bridget and get up to $250 instantly with no credit check, interest, or late fees.
You want strawberry or regular?
Download the Bridget app and get $50 to $250 instantly.
It's like that the dexing stuff is not crazy. But again, that comes down to the cheating, getting fixed and all that. How do you feel about skill-based matchmaking plates carrying over? I feel like that's insane. Smith, thank you for the 5. But it is what it is at this point, bro. I'm going to be red plate in like 2 days. Maybe even the first day anyway. So it's just whatever, dude. I think it's crazy that people were like, hey, there was a lot of engagement and a lot of people getting around like we would like our VC to transfer over, and 2K was like, what is going to transfer over is your plate color, buddy. That is pretty crazy. Like, we can make something transfer over though. Like, they gave them the idea. They were like, build plate transferring over. Dominican, thank you for the $2. You think Xbox is going to have less input delay for 27? Probably, since it was this year. What's good, B's Money? Yo, Nay, thank you for the support, bro. All plate transfer, it's your highest plate color apparently is going to transfer over to 2K27. So if you are a red plate, if you have any builds that are red plate, apparently that's going to be what you are when you load up 2K27. So a lot of people, of course, are already talking about making new accounts before the game comes out. I'm not doing that. Again, like I said, guys, I'm going to be freaking red plate in a day or two anyway, so I don't see the point of going through all that. And plus, I already have the Xbox account where so many people have added me and stuff like that, so I'm just not going to, get another one for people to add me on it. It's too much, too much. Time. Today, we really figure out a lot more about our side of the game. You're making a female my player? I'll probably make a girl at some point. I don't know. We'll see. I never finished the Cheeseaholic video. Bro, every time I put on Cheeseaholic, like, that's my guy. That is my guy. I got nothing wrong with Cheese. I'm actually cool with Cheese. But every time I put him on, people are like, skip, skip, skip. Oh, he's yelling. He's yelling. Plug, are you tired? No, bro. You know what? In fact, we just finished this bad boy. Now, we're going to move on to the coffee. We're locked, bro. It's a little cold, but, that's okay. I'm here for you guys. iPod Carter had a good theory on creating a new account. What did he say about that? I just like talking about the color of plates is so stupid. I feel like talking about the color of plates is so stupid. Who cares? Some people do, bro. Some people really do care. I would prefer no skill-based matchmaking in any game. I'm an old head gamer, though, now, I guess, nowadays, bro. Some people really do like it. The reason why, I actually wanted to make a Twitter video about this when people were discussing it a few days ago. Let me just talk about it real quick. Because we're here. We got 24 minutes. Might as well, right? Again, if you don't agree, then it is what it is, right? Hopefully you can agree to disagree. But when I grew up, bro, when I first started playing online games, I started with like COD 4. Call of Duty 4, yes, Call of Duty 4. Came out, I think, 2008. I hit 10th Prestige, which is like the highest level in the game, pretty much every year until like Call of Duty Ghost, which I think was almost 10 years later. Now that we have skill-based matchmaking, I can reflect on this. I couldn't really do it as a kid. Yes, the game did have skill-based matchmaking. Don't say that. I know it has team builder and stuff for those of you that know about Call of Duty. But now that we do have skill-based matchmaking in multiple games, I can reflect and say, I like what we had before better. Why I like that better is because I do not like, even as a higher tier player on 2K, yes, I'm not trying to just beat up on bums, what some people say. I like that there is diversity. You don't know before you go into the game, I'm going to play red plates if you're a red plate. You don't know. It's like every single game you play is already predetermined almost. It's kind of like 2K25. I get that it does protect people that are on the really low levels especially, but I like that, let me give you an example for real life that I wanted to use. When I go play basketball in real life at my gym or whatever, I'm playing whoever is there unless it's a little kid. If there's like 2 little kids on the other team, I don't want to play, right? I don't want to do that. I'm playing whoever is there. I'm not going to be like, oh no, that guy looks like he's good. I'm just going to go home. Like, bro, I've never been like that. In fact, how I am, when I go play basketball in real life, and I have friends that can vouch for me, I pull up, Like, I just remember a few months ago, I pulled up to the park. I don't really play in the park. I don't like playing in the park. I'd rather play indoors. But I pulled up, and this team, they were playing 5v5 outside. They had lost. I pull up, and I'm like, okay, here we go. I got my little guys that were on the court. I didn't know any of these dudes, but I said, who's the best player on the other team? That guy, okay, I'm going to guard him. Now, that does not mean that like I'm just pulling up, dropping everybody off every time, the best player he's cooked. No, but I want to play the best person on the other team. That's going to help me get better. That's going to excite me. I don't want to play the worst guy on the team. So that shows you that I don't want to just play bums. I don't want to pull up and play the worst guy on the other team and drop him off and feel good about that. But if I can beat the best player on the other team, if I can contain him, if we can beat that